Meantime, Rochester faith leaders took time today, calling on the state to fully suspend all correction officers involved in Brooks' death. As reported, of the 14 officers, all were suspended without pay. One resigned. Natalie Kuchko joins us now in studio with more team coverage. Natalie.
So, Adam, not only have those faith leaders called for the officer suspensions, which have already taken effect, as you mentioned, they are pushing for all to be fired and tried in a court of law with, quote, the highest sentence possible in accordance to the law.
The body-worn camera footage set on standby by the grace of God participated in beating Robert Brooks until he was what appears to be nothing less than graveyard dead.
Calls for justice ringing out days after the release of body-worn camera footage in the moments leading up to the death of Marcy Correctional Facility inmate Robert Brooks. The incident taking place December 9th. Brooks, a Greece resident, died at a Utica hospital the next day.
We have witnessed a type of slave patrol and a type of slave annihilation of our brother. What one might call, for lack of a better term, a despicable, barbaric, ruthless, dehumanizing type of slave patrol behavior. And we have come to make it unequivocally clear here and now that their actions were and are unacceptable.
Reverend Dwight Fowler of United Christian Leadership Ministries in Rochester leads a call on the government to launch a thorough investigation into Marcy Correctional Facility. Leaders are also pushing for a state program to ensure no correction officer engages without his or her body-worn camera turned on in the future.
Replace the misfits with correction officers who fit. This is our demand. And until this happens, we will cry loud and spare not. We will not give up and we will not give in until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
Lentori Johnson lost her son, Johnny Johnson, in the 2015 Boys and Girls Club's shooting on Rochester's Genesee Street. The grief and pain of Brooks' family, she says, is all too familiar.
It's the very beginning of the journey, and there's so much to go. Listen, even a young man who's now in prison for the death of my child, I would have felt no different if I'd have saw that perpetrated on him, had it been him in that film. Because see, at the end of the day, justice is justice. And nobody in this community, I don't care what your gender, I don't care what your color, we're all community. None of us should take this and let it just fly.
Certainly a lot of powerful messages on this here today. Meantime, happening tonight in just under an hour, community groups, they are holding a rally and vigil outside the Monroe County Jail to push for justice in this case. That does begin at 6. We will bring you the latest coverage on air and online at rochesterfirst.com. Adam, back to you.